And now, Freelance Heroism presents Return to Ravenloft.
Hey everybody, welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
And before we even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donate to the Patreon, in particular those who donate at the producer tier.
Yes,
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Crispy, Nate, Breakmeister, and Rebecca. Thank you so much, everyone.
You help us make a better show. We couldn't do it without you. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Rachel,
Dees.
you had a good idea for an intro today. Do you want to just lead into it?
Yeah, so we're recording this a couple days after Valentine's Day, and I got a Valentine's card in the mail from my mom. She usually sends like a Valentine's card or like a little like knick-knack gift or something.
She making moves on my girl.
No, she sends a lot of holiday cards. And so I was wondering, I'd originally asked you if that was like a thing your family does, like if your mom or dad ever would like give Valentine's gifts to their kids.
No. No, never, not once. And look, I think we're gonna sidetrack for just a moment. I loved your idea, but we're just gonna sidetrack for a moment. We have too many holidays. We have too many holidays. And now they have these like special calendars where they're like, this is fucking like Arbor Day, and then there's like, oh, National Taco Day. And I'm like, just everybody fuck off. Like every day is not a special day. This is just a Thursday and it sucks.
If every day was special, then no day would be special.
I don't want to say it like a Republican, but yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, some days are just days. And also it's like, I'm not 100% sure that it's all not just some elaborate dodge from like big wealthy corporations to get people to just suck out another holiday expenditure because they're spaced out. Like oh, Q3 is a little weak for us. Why don't we create a holiday there? So it's, I don't know. It's the same thing with like, this is gonna make me a villain, I guess, but I'll just say it. Like wedding rings are garbage bullshit. I know. Everybody's like, but it symbolizes our romance. No, it doesn't. It's, by the way, arbitrarily the De Beers Corporation decided that they wanted to have people spend 2 months.
That is stupid.
And then after 2 months of salary on a ring, and then after a while they were like hurting a little bit, so they were like, let's bump it up to 3. And now I don't even know how many months it's supposed to be, I don't know, 6 years of your salary on a fucking rock. It's dumb.
No, that's stupid.
There are marbles that are shinier, and by the way, it's artificially restricted so that they seem more rare than they are.
Yeah.
They got people using testing guns on diamonds and their fucking watches. You guys are, you're killing me here. You're killing me. It's just, anyway, I don't mean to get sidetracked, but I think the holidays are generally bullshit. Like pretty much all of them. There's a few of them that I think are important. I think Veterans Day is kind of nice.
Yeah.
You know, just to remember, you know. I also think, oh God, President's Day is coming up. Boy, I've never thought about a holiday that was less required than this year's President's Day.
No, can we cancel it?
For the next 4 years, President's Day is going to be celebrated by leaving an orange sack of shit on your yard.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. And if you could also somehow make it, I don't know, like yell shit periodically, that'd be whatever.
Yeah.
But no, my parents never did that for Valentine's Day. That's a weird one. I don't know. It seems like you guys are very festive.
I wouldn't say like us as a family are festive. I would say my mom likes to do holiday stuff. She's like she has a tradition that she gets us to do where like every Thanksgiving we would go to her house to have Thanksgiving, and then literally after we eat Thanksgiving dinner she would make us put up the Christmas decorations, including the tree. That was like part of it.
She was just getting you guys while you were there. Yeah. That's not festive. That's just like
But that was like part
Free
like
labor.
that was a big thing was that like on Thanksgiving is when the Christmas tree goes up. Um,
Uh-huh.
I have never purchased a Christmas tree and I don't plan to.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this is another one of those things, right? It's a chore, and it's like you
Yeah.
put it up so you can take it down,
Mhm.
so you can feel festive about the season. And I'm like, I trust me, there's so many commercials and so many
Yeah.
fucking TV shows, and pretty much every place I go to is
Mhm.
drenched in lights, like like a white girl's wedding. You know what I mean? And there's just hanging lights on everything. It's just,
Mhm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like an outdoor restaurant, there's just white lights hanging off of everything. It's
Yeah, the fairy lights.
yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my God. Good
And
Lord.
then you had brought up you said that your mom would make all of you Easter baskets when you
When
were
we were
kids.
kids. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so I had asked because my mom and also like if we stayed sometimes we would stay at my grandma's for Easter and she would also do Easter baskets for us. But how it worked was that we would go to bed the night before Easter, and when we woke up in the morning, our Easter baskets were sitting on the foot of each of our beds. And the idea was that the Easter bunny had come during the night and left us Easter baskets. And we would still have like egg hunts and stuff, but
Yeah.
like our Easter baskets were full of stuff already.
This might be the first like egg hunt where there's actually real like it's a legit hunt.
Hmm.
Because like you hide 10 eggs out there, that's what, 30 grand? Like people looking for eggs like legitimately. Uh no, I mean that kind of stuff is weird to me.
Uh-huh.
I think it's adorable and funny that the boomer generation really likes some of these kind of festive doesn't mean anything isms.
Uh-huh.
Right? Like these nonsensical, whimsical things. But
Right.
God forbid they just help stop the planet from burning. Like or tax rich people. Or any of those things are just off the table, but they'll
You know, that is an interesting comparison because like the idea of getting a Valentine's card from a parent or like the Easter Bunny left you a basket of goodies
yeah.
is pretty akin to like here's a participation trophy, you
It's
know?
well,
A little bit.
it feels nice,
Hmm.
right? And it's a nice thing.
Yeah.
So I don't want to fault them for that.
Yeah.
But it is like given the climate, both
Hmm.
euphemistically and literally,
Yeah.
it seems very like a small. It's sort of like hanging new curtains while your house is on fire.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
why are we doing this? This is good. Like, what is the Snickers bar going to do for me in 10 years when nowhere on the coast will allow people to have insurance?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
so part of me is like, yeah, that's charming and nice and sweet, and then the sort of I don't want to say nihilist, but fast approaching nihilist feels like it's sort of
Hmm. Yeah.
kind of garbagey. I don't know. When I was a kid, I kind of figured out Santa wasn't real pretty quick, and
Hmm.
I knew my parents were doing it, and it didn't make it less special for me. I thought it was very nice that they did those things for us. It made it almost feel better to know that you had parents that cared about you.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
As opposed to some fat magic guy who's in your house without permission, and that's cool. He's just allowed to do that.
Yeah. My
Some like, ancient Nordic lich that just comes through your chimney. Oh, this is creepy to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, but I think the thing that got me was like everything's on sale, but Santa makes all his stuff. So then why does this need to be on sale?
Yeah.
And that's where I started thinking, this is just like stores want this holiday to be big. So
yeah.
Because people are buying it, probably not making it. I think the Nintendo Entertainment System was where I was like, Santa couldn't have built this. He doesn't have the technical skill.
Maybe Santa has a partnership with Nintendo.
No, there's no way. Nintendo is so litigious that if Santa even touched a 3DS, they'd have Santa sued so fast. Yeah, I don't know. What other holidays do you guys celebrate that are sort of big deals for your family?
I mean, those might be the big one. My mom always does like the Valentine's cards for us, and she has a lot of like household holiday decor that she
Yeah.
changes out throughout the year.
Do you decorate for Halloween?
Um, she does like a little. She's not super into Halloween. She does a little bit. Um, and like we would carve pumpkins when we were
Yeah.
kids. But she leans more into like fall decor rather than Halloween. You know,
Okay. So
so
like
it's
leaves and shit on things.
leaves and like gourds and stuff like that.
Okay. There's a whole market that's just selling shit to white ladies, old white ladies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh, this is a ceramic cornucopia with gourds and fucking
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
berries and-
She has like a cornucopia that
Yeah.
she puts out every fall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All of this is ridiculous. For me, I'm not saying that I don't understand people's want to do those things, but I just, it's not in me. It's not in my I don't know, my genetics. In me particularly, I don't. My mom likes to do decorations. My brother seems to like doing that kind of stuff. I just, it's not for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a bad person when it comes to that kind of stuff, but it seems
so.
every time it's like, oh, do you want to hang up lights outside? I'm like, so that I can take them down later? No. Like, why would I make a chore for myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
It's already a frustrating time of year. You know, suicides go way up during that time.
No.
Probably from the frustration of having to climb on your fucking roof for 3 hours in the cold. It's not. Oh, I couldn't help. It's not helping. You know, you're climbing up the ladder. You're like, I'm halfway there. I just jump off the edge and it's over.
Oh, no.
You know, like I remember the frustration Nate had when he had to put up all the Christmas decorations. He seemed like soul broken. And I get it. I totally do. He was just like, I just want to sit down. I just want to sit down and play a game.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm with you, man.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I don't know. We didn't do decorations for Halloween ever. We didn't do, I mean, my mom liked Christmas stuff, but we didn't really do a whole lot of outdoorsy lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving was sort of a big deal for us. Like we'd make shit tons of food, like so much food. My family was really into like the kind of getting together and doing stuff like that. Super Bowl was like that for a long time. We'd get shit tons of food for Super Bowl, and we'd all sit around and it'd be like wings and pizza and fucking subs and fucking chips and dips and.
We're not a Super Bowl house, but yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, it's just like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Super Bowl were like our holidays. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good set, I think.
I did get this was like a gift idea that I got my mom one year that I was really proud of, because my mom likes to like I said, change out the decor throughout the year to kind of reflect like either the seasons or holidays or whatever.
Yeah.
And so like 10-15 years ago, she had this little dog that she loved. She was just absolutely enamored with this dog that she had. And so I decided for Christmas one year I was going to get like different themed photos of the dog with like really nice frames. Right. And so I waited for her to go grocery shopping, and then I took the dog and I took her to the like photographer, and I had like different little photo shoots done.
What?
Yeah, and then I brought the dog back before she came back from grocery shopping.
That's a pretty solid heist.
And so then like I picked out the photos, and I had like a Christmas one that had like a snowman in the background and like a couple other ones, so that way she could change them out throughout the year. And I picked a couple really nice frames, and I framed them and I put them in a box, and I gave them to her for Christmas. And she opened the box and she was like, "Oh, these frames are so nice." And she like didn't realize that I'd gotten her more than just like really nice photo frames. And then she goes, "That dog looks like Pookie." That is Pookie.
Pookie, that's the name.
That was the name of the dog. And so she like the dog is gone at this point, but she still like switches out the photos like every few
Oh,
months and puts them up. So
that's a very thoughtful gift.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I think gift giving like that is, I think like birthdays, fucking Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the ones, right? I think
Yeah.
like you spend a lot of time thinking about the people you want to get something they're going to use, something that won't be a hassle.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So I do spend a lot of time thinking about those types of things, but I don't I don't think much about like the other holidays during the year. I just think they're silly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't send you roses on Valentine's Day either.
That is totally fine. I'm not like a big flower. I have like a few like live plants in my house, but I don't like get bouquets of flowers and stuff. I think also like all the plants I have to hang up from the ceiling because my cats will destroy them. And so I'm sure if I had like a vase of flowers somewhere in this house, it would be like scattered all over the place within like a day. So
yeah, I don't know. I try to like get hyped up for the other holidays, like the ones that are in between.
Yeah.
But I just don't give a shit about most holidays. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that I'm supposed to like care about.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can't even think of them. That's how little that they occur to me. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Sorry.
No, you don't. You don't have to apologize to me.
I'm not festive.
That's fine.
Oh well.
I don't think I'm festive either.
That's good.
Yeah. Well.
What day is our anniversary?
I have it written down.
Oh yeah. I don't remember either. I don't. I know it's like, I think it's June. Am I right? Is it in June?
I think it's May.
Oh shit, man! I'm all off.
Oh no.
It doesn't matter. You don't know either.
I gotta look.
You wrote it down. That's how you knew you weren't gonna remember. That's what I mean. Who gives a shit? I mean, I hang out with you every day.
Yeah.
We're gonna double hang out harder.
Oh.
Like we have to have it rigidly scheduled. That's weird. That's weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm not super festive. I don't know. I think stockings for Christmas are weird, but families still do it. So
yeah.
I think stockings are super creepy. I can't think of anything creepier than hanging a sock near a fireplace. Just so it would just the idea of a stinky sock filled with like traditionally nuts and berries and shit is just the creepiest, grossest thing I could think of. Anyway.
Yeah. Well.
Okay, so for anyone out there, what's the holiday that is the weirdest holiday to you? Yeah, tell me what the weirdest holiday is for you.
Or much like Deese's family Super Bowl celebration, what's a holiday that your family is really into? That is maybe not one of the traditional ones.
That's a really nice positive way to polish it up. I was going a little more negative, but you made it nice.
Thank you.
All right, so to the episode.
Yeah. So this is Return to Ravenloft, Season 3, Episode 29. Who?
That's the title? Who?
That's the title. Who?
It's not spelled weird or anything? Just who?
No, just who.
All right.
Okay.
Mordenkainen's like, if I dispel it, it'll disappear into the dimension that it was summoned from, and almost every one of us in it.
So you can't like just pop us over to Veliki instantaneously.
Not inside this.
All right. Well, then, yeah, I guess we're gonna go outside and parlay. God knows it's a pirate's favorite word.
I feel like Rain trying to understand this magic mansion is like when your dad is trying to understand a new smartphone.
So wait a minute. So I press the button with the squiggles and that makes more squiggles come up? I'm like, I don't know what you mean by squiggles, and also no.
How do I fold this open? Where does the battery go in?
Oh my god. Does it use double A's? No, that's pretty thin. Probably triple A. Do they make quadruple A's?
I bet they do.
Mm.
All right. Adri's gonna adjust her giant wizard's hat.
All right.
Ready?
Give a nod.
Give me a disguise check on whoever dressed up Adri. If it was
Oh.
Adri or
Not
Okay.
me.
or not a disguise, I'm sorry. Deception.
I'll do it. Oh yeah. 29.
All right.
How you like it?
That is
You look like a
Academy-
fucking different. You look like a different person. Like, well, yeah, that's how disguise works.
and the Academy Award for costume and makeup goes to.
Okay.
All right.
I'm just going to
So-
walk out confidently.
Okay. So
I will follow.
they are to hold on, let me get over my map. Okay. They are to the north of the mansion. I emailed me guys this map.
Yeah.
So there is a road that goes out to the north, a little bit up off of it. It breaks west and goes around to the west side where the stables are at. There is a side where the western actually part of the mansion is in ruins. There's a set of stairs that goes down to the basement where Victor did his blood summoning. Off to the east side is actually still somewhat built. The upstairs of the actual like the physical building, not the magical mansion. So the door to the magical mansion is down there, actually below the stairs in the main room.
You said you are emailing this to us?
I emailed it to you. I can do it again.
Oh, okay. No, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'll just play the.
Or not emailed. I'm sorry. It was a messenger. I sent it on Google Drive.
Okay. I'll theater of the mind it.
Okay. I can actually snap a picture and pop it back in Messenger. It'll probably be a lot easier than.
Yeah, because
the
I don't think I
file.
had access to it the last time you sent it.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going back to your messenger and trying to find the link because I remember you sending it, but I don't see it now.
Can you just snapshot it and send it to us?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do because
Okay.
a snapshot is a whole lot easier of a file.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I think a lot of times the negotiations need to start off confidently.
Mhm.
Okay, perfect. All right, and so they're up in the very top in the north part of this map. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's what we'll do then. We're going to exit out, walk out through the front door. Or I'm going to. You guys can do whatever you guys feel like doing.
I'm following right behind you.
I'm going to be wearing the tan coat. I'll go ahead and do my alteration.
Okay.
Blue tie, tan suit, and the tan hat, and a pipe. Just let me know when you guys are ready.
Ready. Following you.
Who all's out there when I see them when I walk out?
As you walk out, all right, let me see how I have this set up. You see, let's start in the back. You see a group of people actually standing in front of you. You see a taller, thin. You recognize Brendan before the undeath that you saw him face, but this one, eyebrows are a little bushier. He's wearing glasses. His head is been completely shaved. He seems to have some kind of symbol tattooed onto his forehead over his head. Um, Brendan is wearing. He's just wearing a more of a black robe, but you can see from the characteristics, the extended nails, the slight red in his eyes behind the glasses, easily traits of a vampire.
Gotcha.
So He's actually slowly pacing behind the group. You see a dust hag off to the side, just sitting there, and let me describe her as well. Okay. Standing there, the long gray hair, her red, crimson skin. She's not even trying to hide her true self to you guys.
Right.
Like the full kind of goat style horns that curl back and around, the yellow eyes, the longer nails. She stands shorter than the others.
And how many people are out here?
In front of you, you see 1, 2, 3, and then behind the 3, you see 2 armored on horses.
Is
You
the
see,
armor
Mhm.
unique?
Yeah, I was gonna get to those too.
Okay. Sorry.
No worries, it's all good. You see a tall, brooding, armored individual, full plate armor, like a horned horror helmet in a style half face mask. It's cracked. You see part of it missing. Just standing there brutally with a great sword, standing, in front of him, his hands on it. You see a hot poker like on his hip, like he would use to brand people.
Okay.
Just he's doing this, like the intimidating breathing, just
Yeah.
pacing, not pacing, just standing there, just. I can't even get the growl out of my mouth right now on it, but behind them on the 2 horses, plate armors, helmets, shields, glowing eyes from behind the helm, 2 death knights.
Okay.
One of them actually carries what seems to be a holy, which was a holy symbol of the Morning Lord, completely scratched out on the outside of the shield. Um, Mace is sitting at his hip. Asia, you recognize this mace, or so a similar to a design that you once carried.
Mm.
You can see on each side of and those 2 on the horses are back behind, a good 20 feet behind the 3 of them. On each side of the 3, 6 wights in leather armor, bows ready, short swords on their hips. You can see Brennan's eyes looking back and forth between the trees past you guys on either side, like he's watching something. Give me a perception.
All of
Okay.
us?
Sure.
Nope.
Oh my God. 34.
Ooh,
18.
20.
all right. All right. Um, the foul smell of trolls hits your nose,
Hmm.
but the wind from that is coming from the east.
Okay.
And then,
Is that how pungent is it? Is it, can I tell distance? There's in the tree
oh,
line.
they're in the tree line to the east. It
Right.
seems a little, yeah, they're further in the tree line to the east. And then if you look, you guys can catch sights of darting between the trees. You can count up to 6 what you think vampires spawn moving
Hmm.
through the trees on the west.
Okay.
Wow, they have really rolled out the welcoming committee, haven't they?
Hail,
As
friend. Oh, sorry.
no worries. How far do you get? Are you guys how close are you guys approaching? I should ask.
I'm going to act like they are not dangerous, and like they are
Okay.
not. I'm going to approach like I'm talking to someone.
When you get about 15 feet away, the tall armored one standing with a sword just lifts his sword enough and slams it in the ground. That's enough.
Don't interrupt me, child. I'm speaking.
Shut your mouth.
I'm sorry. I'm Master Kavir the professional. I don't know your name.
He looks back. Professional. Brandon stops, pacing, looks back. Oh, mother. Your killers are here. That's not the one we came for. But he'll do. He put Mother in the ground. Him and his friends.
Who's in charge
But
here?
I am. Brendan steps past the tall one.
You're
The
in charge?
sheriff. He, yes.
Hmm.
Looks up at the sheriff. Sheriff's like, she said without mercy. I can talk with my food.
It's interesting. You're the one in charge.
The sheriff laughs. The huh, here. Brendan's like, silence.
Seems like there's some sort of conflict here. Seems like we have some breakdown in who's in charge.
Oh, honey. Don't put thoughts in old little Brendan's head. His mother wouldn't like it, the hag says.
Little Brendan's head. You know, I know you on my side. We were pretty good friends.
Which one are you talking to?
Brendan.
He's like, your side. Your side of what?
I'm not the one you're looking for. You said yourself.
That's true. You're not.
So
Because
are
the
all these...
professional.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt. All these people are here to intimidate, I assume?
Oh, no, we're here to kill you.
How'd that work out for you last time?
I wasn't there last time.
No, you weren't. The person who tells you what to do was. How'd that work out for them last time?
As Mother says, mistakes were made. We won't make them this time.
No, you will, because you didn't send her again. See, here's the problem with people like you. You send the big guns and then that fails, and then you send little guns afterwards. I'm not certain I understand the thinking here. I guess it's because they can risk you, and they know that they'll be destroyed if they show up a second time, and that's why they send all of you, because you're expendable. You see, I'm gonna look around and I'm like, a lot of you people probably don't get invited to the big table for dinner. Am I correct? You're expendable. You're minions.
Brennan looks up.
The problem I have with people like you is there's no gumption. There's no drive. You're never going to be the one in charge because you don't even know how to take it. Right now, any number of you could potentially be a leader, but you're not going to be given the opportunity because you're going to die here today. And that's frustrating to me. Spoiled, lack potential. Look, I understand what the goal is here. The goal is to come here and search for one thing. You found something else, and you find yourself thinking, is this really the same thing that we were ordered to do? Is this different? Am I going to be punished for making a bad decision here? I just want to do a quick perception check, look around the room and see if any of this is hitting anybody about an uncertainty. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's fine.
At the same time, I'm also going to roll a perception check because as this discussion is going on, I want to make sure that all of the stuff that we saw and or smelled out in the forest is not using the opportunity of this conversation to encroach upon us.
Okay, I rolled a 28.
And I rolled a 22.
Help action. Roll again.
I will see if I can do better. Nope.
All right.
Okay. So 28 and 22, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. As far as you can tell, you're not having any effect on the sheriff or the riders in the back. The Dusk Hag doesn't seem to, the words aren't hitting her. Brendan's just getting more and more annoyed. it seems like he's beginning to like turn from calm to rage slowly.
Calm down, Brennan.
Before we step the next part, Rain, from what you can see from your perception, it seems that they are approaching from the two sides in the back into the building. So you have the
So they're not
six vamps.
coming. They're not coming towards us. They're going
No.
towards the mansion.
The six vamp spawn are coming in from the ruin side, and the trolls are moving towards the eastern side.
So they basically flanked the building.
Well, they're not going to be able to breach the other sides.
I guess that is a. I assume. I mean, Rain certainly isn't going to know this, but Nathan doesn't know this either. Does the mansion, is it like effectively warded such that they're not going to be able to get inside?
The vamps won't be able to go through a doorway
because they haven't been invited in. Okay.
The trolls, on the other hand,
can pretty much just smash their way right on through, right?
Yeah.
So the trolls, in that case, become the more immediate concern.
The other side is they also don't know Victor has revenants inside the building with him.
Hags as well. The hag can get through as well.
Yeah, the hag could get through. The Death Knights can get through, but Nate's talking about the ones
People in
at
the
the building
periphery.
at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the trolls could get through, but yeah, they're not sure what's inside. They just know that part of their mission was to go that way. Brandon's like, go for it. No, go for it.
No, I was considering whether or not it would be possible to like clear my throat and thieves can't over a little bit of, hey, just so you know, you know.
I rolled a 34 perception check when we walked out. I'm pretty certain I know.
Okay.
Fair enough. I rolled the shit out of that perception check. Like, all right, so I can tell that Brendan's getting a little frustrated, correct? Getting a little agitated.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop speaking to him entirely and only speak to the armored guy next to him. I'm going to be dismissive of him from this point on, and all of my conversation is going to be directed to the big guy in armor next to him. Is that okay?
That's your call. I was going to have Brendan respond quick. Rachel?
I would like for Adri to keep an eye on Brendan to insight him. One of the things that the text says that insight can do is predicting someone's next move. Basically, Adri wants to keep an eye on Brendan, and if he like moves to attack, Adri wants to be ready to like move forward and intercept.
All right. Roll.
Let's see here.
How much time has gone since the last time we rolled a perception? It's relevant. Before you tell me the roll, Rachel.
Well, I'm rolling insight, not perception.
No, I know that, but I'm asking a different question.
No.
Not long.
Okay.
I mean, your conversation's only been maybe a couple minutes.
Okay.
You guys haven't drawn a full thing out.
Okay. I was just curious if it had been more than 6 seconds between the last help action that I performed and another help action that I would like to perform. So
Go
yes or no? I can use a help action?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll help action, Rachel.
Okay, thank you. 34.
All right.
Woo!
Yeah, no, you got a bead locked on him and his motives.
Okay.
If he goes to lunge, you'll know ahead of time.
Okay. I want to be ready to like move forward to like intercept, draw my sword, whatever I need to do.
I'm gonna use a flat intelligence check real quick, if that's all right. As a justification for knowing what Rachel's thinking. Like if she's, I helped her on the insight, so I'm assuming that I would be able to know kind of what she's doing by eyeballing him.
Was looking at her.
Yeah, not great. Okay, well, maybe that's a never mind.
Okay.
Okay. I guess I didn't notice.
Brendan, his response is like, I'll take your advice because the gumption would gain her favor by killing the ones that killed her, but there's only one of you.
So are you the sheriff?
I am fucking talking.
Excuse me.
No, you're not.
Excuse me. You're the sheriff?
The sheriff of Barovia.
Interesting. Someone
And
I should
you are
probably
the
know.
professional.
Yes.
I've heard of you.
Of course. Seems like
you're about the right size.
Some people's names do precede their arrival. And I'm gonna glance over at Brendan and then look back at the sheriff. I'm like, some people.
It's why he's not first son.
You're the first son.
No. I'm the sheriff.
Tell me a bit more about yourself. What's your goal here? To serve the Dark Queen?
She treats me well.
We've been talking for a minute, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my ability to check whether or not this guy has a higher charisma, intelligence, wisdom. I'm going to choose intelligence.
You got him beat.
Intelligence and charisma is what I'm gonna. Charisma got him beat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Try strength.
Nah, I don't even have an ability that would gauge that. I'm so not familiar with it. How far away from me is he? From my positioning when we stop to talk.
15 feet.
Okay. So, if I'm not mistaken, you're here to kill someone else, and yet here we are talking, and that must mean that wherever your quarry is, it's not here. So she sent you to kill them and not me. And the more time that you hang out here discussing with me what you're supposed to be doing with them, doesn't that seem like a lot of prepared time for that guy to put things together? To plan, to, I don't know, complete an objective? I'm going to light my pipe.
Seems like he's just size.
Time is a factor here. You don't think?
I hate talking.
That's unfortunate.
Lucian, do you want to talk to him? He kind of like turns his head to speaks back to the Death Knight. Brendan's like, I'm in charge.
Calm down. Calm down. I was gonna like kind of not even look at him, just kind of wave my hand at him. Lucian. Father Lucian.
The Death Knight leans his helmet. That's a name I have not heard in a long time.
You're a dear friend of mine where I'm from. One of my favorite people.
I bet.
Do you still enjoy your vintage and the time between sermons?
Can't taste it, but if you want, I can teach you a lesson in pain and suffering right now. We lay the sermon out. Draw it in your blood.
Well, you're still as dire as you were in the other place. Absolutist. Well, it sure seems like you guys sitting here talking to me is a waste of time.
You shouldn't have said that.
No, I think that's exactly what I'll say. And I'll also say that if I can give myself a one-up on you guys, then it'll be self-serving. Pardon the pun.
Adria, you catch a glimmer of Brendan's action before he fires off two Eldritch blasts at Kavir.
Would I have a reaction to
Yes.
hit?
You have an action and a movement.
Okay.
Before we start this, sorry, I gotta roll these d20s.
And Adri cast Death Ward.
That's an 18. And another 18.
That's right.
Fuck, this is not good. This is where I want to get the low ones.
Mm-mm.
Well, unless you have to roll a save against something.
That's true. That's true.
Would I have the movement to basically move up to Brendan as I'm drawing my sword and attack him?
Yeah, you got 15 feet to go.
Would this be a surprise attack?
She preempted his action,
yes.
right?
Yeah, no. She is on a surprise round. She wants her advantage in her sneak attack.
That is exactly what I want. Thank you. That would be a 24 to hit. Let me double check.
I need you to pass a DC 16 frightened aura as you enter the range.
She's got an 18.
A wisdom save?
Oh, wait, go ahead and roll it first.
Yeah.
Let me hear what the roll is.
Nat 20.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you do not get activated by the sheriff's aura of fear.
Okay.
Feel free to smack the shit out of Brendan.
Who is the area of fear on?
The sheriff.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find my notes on the sword.
Nah, there was shit I was saving since the first Ravenloft campaign for this one.
Okay. So
Like Death Knights and the sheriff.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's any dogs running around?
Yes, if you do not see any signs of animal.
Okay.
Outside of the tracks that Nick left.
Some of this is radiant damage, so I need to differentiate that.
Yes, because he's a vampire.
I believe so.
He's a vampire, right? So definitely.
Yes, he is a vampire. And
notice me, vampire.
Yes.
Okay.
One shot.
Okay, so 7 of it is radiant.
All right.
An additional 28 after the radiant.
Oh, fuck.
I feel like this is like one of those samurai moments where Adria's just been like waiting, and then all of a sudden she just flashes forward and like draws her
Can we say the hat comes off?
The hat comes off.
As you dash forward with that such speed, it catches the brim and rips the hat from you.
Yes.
All right. He is still up, but holy crap, you slashed the crap out of him.
Is this the point where we roll initiative?
Hold on.
Yes.
No, the other attack goes off.
Yeah, his attack would still go off because there's not like a no concentration.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So first is a 23
to hit.
Yes, and a 19. No, 20. I'm sorry, 23 and a 20 to hit for the two beams.
They both hit. Is there a save?
No, it's Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
And you fucking dice. 5 on the first one.
Good.
And 9 on the second. Yeah, my D10 rolled a 1 on the first one. I was like, you son of a bitch. All right.
So you said how much? 5 and 9?
Yeah, 5 and 9. Actually, hold on. Let me verify those 2 attack rolls because she just closed melee range on him.
Oh, so he gets disadvantage.
Wait, put him at disadvantage.
Yeah, that would be a disadvantage.
Okay. The second attack doesn't go off. The first one still does.
5.
So 5.
Ah. Sorry.
So no, you're good. You're good. I'm glad I remembered.
With the number of hit points I have, I like to.
I understand. You were traumatized.
Oh, look at Rachel. Rachel in the chat. Rachel in the chat with her samurai.
It's
Okay,
like
hold on,
By the way,
cherry blossoms. Like,
by the way, that's from Ninja Scroll. By the way,
oh, is it?
oh shit,
excellent anime.
it really is an excellent anime. Nice.
Ninja Scroll is old school good.
But with
Is that
Adri,
the movie or the series?
The movie.
Okay, hell yeah.
instead of cranes, it's ducks for Adri.
So
All right.
that scene where the guy's made of stone, and he's like,
Oh yeah.
your sword, your blade will never pierce my stone skin. And he's like, okay. And he stabs him in the eye.
That was a great fucking scene.
So
Oh
good.
crap, I can't roll shit for initiative.
Are we all rolling initiative?
Yes.
Okay, let me go ahead and click this.
I hope my initiative
22.
high. Mine is also 22.
Mine is not. Mine is
Okay.
mine
Nate,
is
what's-
8.
Nate, what's your
Oh,
dex
shit.
modifier?
My dex modifier is 4.
Up, I go first.
Kavir.
Young
Rain,
Kavir hasn't aged to
Adri.
the point where his stats shift back yet.
22, and what was Adri's?
8.
All right, so Kavir, Rain, one Death Knight, the Hag, Adri, the other Death Knight, the Sheriff, and then Brendan, and then all the whites.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, no. Kavir and Rain, do your thing.
Okay, first, going to cunning action, disengage, back away.
That's a
Okay.
good idea.
Technically, you don't have to disengage. You're 15 feet away, so you don't have to waste a bonus to disengage. Unless you
Okay.
want to, then I'm okay with that.
No. I guess that's
Mana
fine.
burn yourself on the deck.
I'm so used to talking
I
shit
know.
in people's space.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I wasn't gonna let you get that close this time.
As a bonus action, I'm going to use Poisoner to apply poison.
All right.
As I move back, it was from a previous game. I mentioned that I had it on the side of the heel of my boot, so I can just dab an arrow down into it. Then, while moving back, I'm gonna have the arrow already poisoned while the bow comes out of the sleeve. Shakunk, load the arrow up and point at the dude that shot the Eldritch Blast at me.
All right. Brendan.
Brendan.
No, it's just that guy that pointed the Eldritch Blast at me.
Oh, I see.
I'm going to charge the bow with Radiant.
Oh.
Oh, that's a standard action, isn't it? It is standard action to ignite it. So I'll just do the regular attack to hit.
Okay.
Okay. That's a 25 to hit.
That hits our poor warlock.
Okay. So then here comes straight damage first. Oh my god. And I get to reroll damage, right? Sorry, I haven't played with combat in a while. So attack those piercing damage, reroll. Yeah, I'm gonna reroll that if that's all right with you. It doesn't matter if it is, that's part of the mechanic, so you'll just have to tough it out, I think. Okay, that's 14, and then let me roll the poison damage.
Okay.
So 24 damage.
Okay.
Boom.
That is okay. Oh, which part of that was radiant?
None of it was radiant. I haven't triggered it yet.
Okay,
But
so
10 of it was poison.
okay. Hold on. Let me verify something on poison with undead. Nope, he does not have resistance to poison. All right, cool.
When a creature takes damage from the coded weapon or ammunition, that creature must succeed on a DC 14 Constitution saving throw or take 2d8. So you have to pass the concentration.
Roll the 2d8.
I already did. It was 10. So go ahead and roll that. Sorry.
Okay. No, it failed.
Okay.
So was that part of the 24 or no?
That was 24 total, including the poison. Yeah.
Okay.
It was 10 poison.
All right. You sink an arrow deep into the shoulder. He's still ticking, but Yeah, you dropped it deep into his shoulder.
I like to imagine that okay, so the way I want to describe this that's cool, is that it's all like as a matter of fact, I'm not like running into position. I'm just kind of walking backwards, take the arrow, dip it into the boot, turn around, go the bows out, and then launch one right into him while getting into position behind the other two. So it's like as a we have to do this again. Okay, boom, boom. I prefer to talk my way through combat, but sure, this is fine, I guess.
All right, Rain.
You're muted.
Okay, I need you to tell me how I can make this work. Can I move into a position? Well, let me put you this way. I want to move into a position such that I have as many enemies in a direct straight line in front of me as I possibly can.
I like where this is going.
All right.
And you tell me who that is. Ideally, as many of them as I can get. I'm realizing that the way they're positioned, it's probably going to be at most 3. Also, it's very important to me that I do not get Adri or Kavir within that line.
Thank you.
So
no, that's fine.
If you were to step to the side from the description that you told, he should be able to hit both the sheriff, the Brennan,
the
and
hag,
maybe the hag.
Yep.
So I could get those 3 reasonably within a line. Okay.
This is why you don't walk in formation.
You would be able to, or you'd line up the Death Knight with one of the others. But if you want to get the most, it'd be those 3.
Okay, well, then let's just go for those 3 since they're out front. I'm going to move into a position. I'm going to draw Tempest Sky out.
All right.
You know what pisses me off about this whole conversation? Nobody gives a shit who I am or asks what I'm here for or what my role is in all of this. You motherfuckers are about to find out. And from where I have the sword in my hand, it starts to glow and like tiny little arcs of electricity start to emanate. And I cast lightning bolt using 3 charges from Tempest Sky.
Nice.
A stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide.
He should be able to get some of the trolls.
They're on the side of the building.
They're on the side of the building, yeah. A stroke of lightning forming a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide blasts out from you in a direction you choose. Each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw. I don't know what the DC, however, is on that.
The dex saving throw
so
with your spell cast modifier, right?
So that would be,
or is it the modifier of the person who put it on this? I can't remember which edition.
No, it'd be the person that put it on the sword.
Okay. So where is my spell save DC? Because technically I don't.
It's not yours. If it's the person who put it on the sword, then D-Walk needs to find it.
Oh, D-Walk needs to find it. Okay. Yeah, because that's the one part I'm missing. I do not know what the
16.
Okay, so they have to make a dex saving throw with a DC 16.
Yes.
Please do that now before I continue.
All right.
He's got more. Oh shit.
Oh boy, do I.
All right. We're going to start with Brendan.
Okay.
Brendan has a 15.
So he failed.
Brendan actually has a 5 to his dex saving. So 13, 15, 18. So he takes half damage.
He'll take half damage. Okay.
Okay. The sheriff is at a 17 on his save.
Oh.
And he takes half. And then the hat. Oh, you poor hag. I bet you never thought you heard that from someone. Hag had an 11.
Okay. So they are going to take 8d6 lightning damage or half on a success. I will roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8d6 for 25 points of damage. Which means Brendan and the sheriff will take half, so 12, right?
Yep.
All right. So that is my first action. That is considered an action, the way that I believe this is written.
Well,
25.
Yeah.
25 to the hag and 12 to Brendan and the sheriff.
All right.
Now that was an action. However, do we consider that an attack?
An attack is a standard action.
Okay, because I can take an extra attack. I can attack twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn. Does that give me a second action?
Activating a magic weapon is a bonus action, right?
Well,
or is it a standard action?
The way this was given to me, this was put under actions in combat, but I don't know for sure. That's what
click on it. Click on it if it's in.
Well,
there.
this is homebrew.
So when you take an attack action, do you get like 2 attacks?
Well, yeah. So
the sword would be your full action. You wouldn't get to do that twice. If you were just doing like a melee attack, that's something that you would get to do twice.
Well, I would like to do is that if I have the ability to do so, as part of the, I guess I can't do it that way, can I?
What are you trying to do?
Well, I have oh wait, that's a bonus action. Never mind. I can do it as a bonus action. So here's what I'm trying to do. I've cast lightning bolt. I've hit my 3 targets. As a bonus action, I can activate lightning flash, which is a single charge, which would leave me with 2 left. And that gives me the ability to teleport to an unoccupied space within 5 feet of either call lightning or lightning bolt after casting them.
Okay.
So what I'd like to do is I'd like to zap everyone with a lightning bolt and then immediately appear behind Brendan.
Oh, right on.
Done.
That's a bonus action. Now, I do not have another action.
No.
Okay, so then what I will do is I will go ahead and take my action surge so that I get 1 more additional action on my turn.
Ah.
I was trying to figure out whether or not I was going to be able to do it 3 times or just twice, and it looks like it's just twice, and that's fine.
3 times crazy.
So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stab him in the fucking ass. Now, because this is an extra,
it's another full.
It's another full,
attack,
which means, does that now mean that my extra attack kicks in because I'm attacking and then I get to attack again?
I honestly don't know.
When you activate action surge, a fighter at what level are you?
Level 8.
You have 2 attacks. When you activate action surge, you would get the 2 attacks as a standard action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no, it gets nasty. Okay. Out of game. As a fighter, if you're dual wielding, you would at the level you're at, you would get 2 attacks with the primary hand, 1 attacks with the offhand.
Yeah, with the bonus.
Because that offhand would be your bonus. Triggering action surge would give you 2. It would be 2, 1, then 2.
That's
you wouldn't trigger
filthy.
this. You wouldn't trigger the bonus again. Right. But you're swinging 5 attacks a turn on the turn you action surge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically,
I have a level 9 Echo Knight fighter in my home game, and they did that like recently in combat. They got very upset with like some monster in combat, and they were like, full attack, action surge, attack again.
Oof.
Okay.
And when you're higher level, that's got to be fucking insanity.
Yeah.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, I'm going to be able to stab him twice with Tempest Sky, then once with my dagger, and then twice with Tempest Sky again.
No.
No. When you cast lightning, that takes off the first 2.
That takes out the first.
And your bonus action charged.
Right.
Okay.
You bonus charge. Now you action surge, so you got 2 more attacks with Tempest Sky.
So 2 more attacks with Tempest Sky. All right.
Yes.
That's fine. So let's go ahead and let's resolve the first one.
This gets nasty as shit when you're ranger and you dual wield and then you fucking go fighter and then you fucking do the whole.
Yeah. You don't get the extra bonus action to apply the sneak attack. That's the only bummer here.
So that's only a 13.
Are you trying 13 what? To hit?
13 to hit. I rolled a 3 with a fucking plus 10.
You got an 18 on that one.
Okay, so I have an 18 to hit.
That hits.
No, the
Okay.
18 roll plus your attack bonus.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well, then that's a
It doesn't matter. You
28.
already hit.
I already hit. Yeah. Okay, so this is piercing damage, and I get to add 1d6 lightning or thunder damage from using this. So I'm happy with that 7. I'm not going to re-roll it because I get to re-roll 1 die thanks to piercer re-roll damage, but I'm good with that. So that's 14 points of piercing damage plus 2 points of lightning damage. I also would get to use my sneak attack, correct? Because he didn't fucking. No, I can't.
Action. Bonus action.
Fuck, that's right. Damn it.
You still get to a second main attack though.
I get the second main attack. Okay, so.
Oh no, wait. Let him do his damage.
Yeah, I'm
first
gonna let
before
him
you
do
target.
his. Yeah.
Okay, what was the total on your damage?
So I hit him for 14 points plus 2 points of lightning. So 14 piercing, 2 lightning.
Okay. 16. Give me a second. Math is hard tonight.
And can I just to clarify your placement, you were caddy corner between 2 enemies, correct? That's always what you meant to, where you always meant to be.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's dead.
I killed Brendan?
As you kill him, he gasses.
Ooh.
He's vampire spawn.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get the second attack on another target that was within range.
Yes.
Since you were caddy
So
cornered.
So
yeah,
I can
hit the dusk hag or hit sheriff.
Yeah, depends on where you placed yourself.
I would have gone between Brendan and the sheriff.
All right.
So I'll go ahead and then with him gone.
That was I had so much plans for him.
And then let's see.
Well, now you can plan to be a fucking cloud. Yeah.
That's 27 to hit the sheriff.
I purposely say took counter spell.
What'd you roll on the die?
17.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hold up. How much to roll to hit the sheriff?
27. If that doesn't hit him, I'm going to be real pissed off and scared.
No, that looks like a grease. That looks like a grease opportunity if a 27 misses.
Oh, speaking of which, by the way, lightning bolt also set everything on fire in that 100-foot line.
Hey, did any of them have anything on them on their belt or whatever that was activated by fire?
Well, okay, just to be clear.
No alchemist fire, powder kegs, nothing like that.
It says the lightning ignites flammable objects in the area that aren't being worn or carried.
Okay.
So it's just, yeah.
You lit a grass fire, dude.
I mean, yeah, basically. Yay. Okay, so
to rotate you.
The 27 did hit, correct?
Yes, no, the 27
Okay,
hit.
very good. I'm going to re-roll that D8, but I have to take the new result. I'll take a 5. That's much better than a 2. So 12 points of piercing damage to the sheriff plus 5 points of lightning damage to the sheriff. That is bonus action. So lightning flash is done. That's 1 charge. I spent 3 charges for my action for call lightning. So I have 2 charges left on the weapon. I have used my action surge. So that is now checked off. And I can't use that. So I am done.
How much damage was that?
Total? Let me pull the log up and I'll tell you. Let's see. I did 14 piercing, 2 lightning to Brendan. Then I did 21 total damage to, no, wait, where does this extra 9 come from? Shit. 14 and 5. Oh, I re-rolled the damage. That's why. Okay. So it was 14 piercing plus 2 lightning damage to Brendan, which you said took him out.
Mm-hmm.
Then it was 12 piercing and 5 lightning damage to the sheriff for a total of 17. And that is it.
All right. I need you to do a DC 16 wisdom. I forgot to have you roll a fear check when you went by him. I'm not going to undo everything if it fails. I'm just
A
I'm gonna activate it now. Well, it wouldn't have disactivated anyway. When he moved to the one side, he shot the beam across.
No, the beam would have gone through. It's just when he teleported next to Brendan before the strike.
Oh,
yeah.
So I'm just go ahead and roll it now. I'm not going to undo everything that just went down.
So this is a wisdom check, right? Not
yeah,
a
DC 16
no, it's a saving throw.
It's a saving throw. Yeah.
17 didn't matter anyway.
Hey.
All right. Cool.
Well, it would have, because if you'd have not rolled it as a saving throw, it wouldn't have got the bonus.
Yeah. Well, no, I did have a bonus either way.
No, you do. Your wisdom saving throw gets a bonus, doesn't it?
It's a +0, so no.
Oh.
What?
My wisdom's 11.
Your flat saving throw?
Yeah, for wisdom. Everything else is nice and plussed up, but not my wisdom.
No.
Wow.
That's not great.
That is very different from the bonus to Adri's wisdom.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh yeah, enough. Forget her wisdom.
Yeah,
no.
I tried to.
I am dexterous as a motherfucker, but not wise. But I can make lightning come out of my sword and kill some motherfuckers, and that's all I care about. All right, I am done.
So I can make lightning from my ass. All right.
Shit's about to lot if I was howling hell.
Right. Not Lucian, but the other Death Knight steps forward. He trots forward in his horse. He's about 10 feet behind the others. Takes a look at Kavir, and he hurls an Hellfire Orb.
Okay.
A DC 18 dex saving throw for...
Well, I believe we all know what's going to happen here.
Yeah.
Is he within 5 feet of me, David?
Yes.
The Death Knight is?
No.
Okay.
Because you're on the front side of them. He approached from the back.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to roll this dex save. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
22. 21. Sorry. Or I'm sorry, 23. I'm doing it backwards.
No, it's all good.
Sorry.
So, this is 20-foot radius. So it'd be half damage on the 20d6, 10 for fire and 10 for necrotic.
So how much am I taking?
I got to roll for the half damage.
Actually, if you give me 1 second. I'm gonna use uncanny dodge, right? Use my reaction.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna have the damage, and I pass the save. So doesn't that make it nothing? Is that how that works?
I believe so. Pull it up to verify, but I believe that's how uncanny dodge works in 5th.
That's how it used to work.
Yeah.
I'm very infrequently in combat, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah. When an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction to have the attack's damage against you.
And I could see him because he's fucking ornate as fuck on a horse.
Yep.
Oh my god, if this deals 0 damage, you know the kind of quippy remark he's gonna get? It's gonna be so bad for him. This guy, he's literally the emotional damage. It's gonna be fucking
scathing.
Brutal. That's like when Garrick from Star Trek, when he gets his ass beat by like 4 or 5 people, he like then says that he had made fun of them, and he's like, my wounds will heal, but their emotional damage will carry them through the rest of their life.
Just verifying one quick thing.
Tell me about his childhood, D-Walk, so I can tailor this just right. His dad ever taken fishing?
His dad went down to the apothecary one day to
get a pack of
to procure some tobacco, and never returned.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
So 0?
No, because it comes down to the DM's judgment, because the way they declare it, it's based on attack, like an attack roll, is how some of them word uncanny dodge. because Fireball, Hellfire Orb, any of the AoE attacks aren't actually considered. It's they go back and forth. She's looking it up right now.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you?
You feel called out there?
How dare you?
Was I right?
Actually, I have a backup strategy here, but I don't want to say it
No.
until after Rachel has done the
No,
good,
that's
nice
fine.
thing for me.
I want to know where I want to hear it because I'm going both ways on this. I'm having a
Okay. Going both ways on this. Nice.
As the text says, it's when an attacker that you can see hits you with an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it doesn't say an AoE. Or melee. So does that count as an attack?
Interesting.
And that's where the discussion comes up.
Mhm.
I
know there's certain abilities where it's like it can't be used if it's like an AoE thing, but
yeah, it's Uncanny Dodge, and what's the other one? The other rogue one. There used to be
evasion.
Yeah.
Evasion.
Yeah.
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 So
I don't know. I think the spell that he cast was Hellfire Orb, right?
yes.
Can you read that spell?
Oh yeah, of course.
Sorry, we're getting bogged down.
No, you're good. Deathknight hurls a magical ball of fire that explodes on a point he can see within 120 feet of it. Each creature within a 20-foot radius of the spear at that point must succeed on an 18 dex saving throw. And the spear spreads out around corners. It takes creatures take 10d6 fire and 10d6 necrotic on a failed save, half on as much as a damage on a successful one. So
it doesn't say attack anywhere in there, but it is an attack clearly because it's doing damage, right?
So
yeah, and that's the thing is, it also says he can hurl it at a point. So technically,
it's not an attack on me. That's fair. Okay.
So
evasion says it's specifically for area effects like fire breath or ice storm spell.
Which you do have evasion, right?
It's not on my thing.
Oh.
No.
Do you have at least 7 levels of rogue?
I do, but I also have Mastermind Rogue, so the ability might have been replaced.
I think it's a base rogue ability, brother.
I'm looking on my thing and it's not here, so it must be overwritten.
Mastermind's in what, Xanathars? The other side is when if you actually rewind the play clock, I actually said he targeted you, not a point.
Right.
So
why isn't this on my? It says I still have it, right?
Is it
you should have evasion, dude. It's a classic. It's
unless
not
there's
based
something
on the
That's what I'm saying.
Unless there's something in Tasha's that lets you swap it.
I wouldn't have swapped that, I don't think.
No, it's fine.
I'm just looking.
Nah, it's all good. I took the shot at him because he was the best one to survive it. Plus, the rest of you guys are all cooped up. Nate's sending me love letters. That's why he's typing.
All right. So what level do they get evasion? It should be
7.
7. Yeah, it's. I'm looking at the player's handbook.
There is no replacement at 7th for any ability. There's 3rd, 9th, 13th.
Yeah, you have it.
So the question is, why isn't it on my?
The same reason that D&D Beyond doesn't calc your AC correctly. To go back to that video you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You had evasion, so no, you're good.
Evasion's in here, but it's not under all. Features and traits, evasion. When you're subjected to an effect that allows you to make a dex saving throw, take half damage, you instead take no damage. So evasion. Done.
Yeah, so outside of
Why isn't it?
That's why Uncanny Dodge is written the way it is. Evasion is written the other way. So that's the ruling on Uncanny Dodge then. They wouldn't give you redundant ability.
Okay, so it's not under actions because it's not an action to
it's
to
passive.
do it.
It's passive.
Okay. Right.
So
but it's not under all. I guess it should.
No, but that solves the ruling on Uncanny Dodge though. They wouldn't give you evasion, and there's a redundant ability a couple levels later. So,
Yeah. Okay, cool.
but
Then
no, so
evasion
yeah,
only takes 0.
you completely take
Sorry.
0. No, it's
Sorry
all
to take
good.
that to the law room, to the court.
It's all good.
Can we play it? Can we get one of those gung gung noises at the end?
Put 2 minutes back on the clock.
Yeah.
If I'm Tom Brady, can I request the amount of time I went back on the clock?
Yeah. I just wanted to be like dun 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 dun. We need the people's court. Yeah, we need the people's court music to put in behind this.
You know what's funny? Every time I try to do the music from Night Court, I always in my head start doing the music from People's Court. Swear to God, it's the same thing that happened.
All right.
Thanks for listening to Freelance Heroism. We really appreciate you coming in and listening. We also really appreciate all the people who support our Patreon. By supporting the Patreon, you're going to get behind the scene, uncut clips that you'll get to see sort of like maybe the tissue behind some of the edited, cleaned up content. And you'll get that whenever we have a big block of it to drop, as well as any updates or any information behind the scenes stuff that we think the Patreons would like to know. So if you'd like to support our Patreon and help us continue making the high quality, high octane podcast that you've come to expect, go ahead to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you. And as usual, the invoice is in the mail. Let me click my okay.
Okay, you better.
Shut up. I'm so mean to you and you laugh. This is exactly the right tone. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for in a partner.
Because I know you don't mean it. I know we're just playing around.
Yeah.
Like on
to the best of your knowledge, I don't mean it. Right. As far as you understand, I do not.
And I'm like, I don't think I'm usually play mean back to you. I think like occasionally I will like make a little jab or something, but I think it's very funny when I do that. Yeah, they're not frail. They're not frail.
They're frail.
They're not
brittle. They're brittle.
That's not true.
It's like the Antiques Roadshow of shit talk. Every shit talk.
You mean rare and priceless?
No, I mean old and shitty. Like the majority of things that go there. These are my KFC collector's plates. It's like, please take these outside and break them. we only see the people who get the award for the fancy watch that grandpa left them before he died, and they're like, it's actually made by Sternum in Paston and it's worth $248,000. And it's like, but there's 900 people who come bring a watch to this guy and he's like, no, it's a piece of shit. Get out of here.
This is my Pizza Hut NASCAR collab dinner set.
This is my Crunchwrap Supreme holder. It's made by the first silversmith in America. Oh, okay. You ready to start?
Yeah, we're already recording.
Oh, good. Great.